You'll be able to do it continuously for 5 minutes. After that, you can do Bahya Pranayam. You must do all these pranayams and asanas early morning on empty stomach. All yoga practice on an empty stomach. And if you want to do it in the evening you must do it after 5 hours from afternoon meals. After 15-20 minutes of pranayam, you can take milk, etc. You can eat food. And after 15-20 minutes of pranayam, you can take bath. Or after bathing, you can do pranayam. There should be no constipation. You should take care of that. And now you should exhale your breath out and let it remain out. This is for Bahya Pranayam. Leaving it out. There will be 3 bandhs. Touch your chin with the throat, contract your stomach and touch it with your back. You will pull the portion above the navel. With 3 bandhs, this is how you will do Bahya Pranayam. Then removing Jalandhar Bandh, you will take your breath in. Release your breath out and let it remain out. Touch your chin with the throat, Jalandhar Bandh. Contract your stomach and let it touch your back, Udyan Bandh. Pull up the portion above navel and hold Mool Bandh. This is Bahya Pranayam with 3 bandh. This is Bahya Pranayam. Children should do it every day for 3 times. Then you can do Agnisar. Practicing Kapalabhati helps your energy movement upwards. On your face, there will be splendor, brightness, glow, brilliance, shine and beauty. There is a natural glow, a natural shining. Your skin may become fair. The secret of fairness does not lie in any tube, not in the cosmetic things. There's energy inside your body, strength, glow, beauty, brightness, shine. These will increase with Kapalabhati and Bahya Pranayam. These will move upwards. See again. Releasing your breath out, you can do Agnisar. For stomach, a very important process. There will be no stomach related problem, gas, constipation, acidity. Even children have constipation and they are unable to study because when they are studying, the gas moves upward. If the bowel is not clear, then you don't feel like studying. So doing Kapalabhati, Agnisar, by applying Udyan, by doing Bahya Pranayam, you'll never have any stomach problem. This is how you do it. Releasing your breath out, let it remain there. You hold it there. Contract your stomach in, make it loose. Pull it in, loosen it. This is Agnisar. Although children can even do Navli Kriya. After releasing your breath out, let it remain out, loosen your stomach from the center, pull it from the sides. And whichever direction you move your hands, the stomach will move. This is Navli Kriya. Children can do it. Release your breath and let it remain out. Loosen the stomach from the center, pull it from the sides. The stomach will move in the direction where your hands are moving. See, Navli Kriya is done like this. You take the breath in, release it out, let it remain out. And after that, loosen the stomach from the center. And move your hands like this. Give a little pressure on the hands. By giving pressure on the hands, whichever way you move your hands, the stomach will move that way. Later on, even without moving hands, the stomach will move. Release the breath out, pull from inside, loosen from the center, and whichever way you move your hands, the stomach will come that side. See, like this. And you can do Agnisar even while standing. For children, yoga practice. And in that we were telling you Bhastrika and then Kapalabhati, Bahya Pranayam, Agnisar and even Navli Kriya that we explained specially for the children. And now more about yoga practice. Do Kapalabhati for 5 minutes. And if the eyesight is very weak, you have to wear spectacles, then you can do Kapalabhati Pranayam even for 10 minutes and do Anulom Vilom also for 10 minutes. Then you won't have to wear spectacles. And this is the point for your eyes. Press this point. By pressing this point, the eyesight improves, especially on hands. And these points are there in feet too, especially for children. Mostly children have two main problems. One is of eyes, and secondly, small children have this problem of wetting their bed at night. Although we give so much trouble to our parents, mother raises a child for 9 months in her womb, for 9 months, tolerating all her pains. All your life you can never be free of your obligations to your parents because a mother, forgetting all the comforts for herself, she wants to give you the comforts, you and only you. This point for eyes. So this for the eyes and those children who wet their beds, even when they grow up, they keep on bedwetting. And all night your mother is changing your place. And if the space is less, then mother sleeps on the wet area and makes you sleep on dry bed. See this point. On both hands. Press for 1 minute each. This point is there on the toes of both the feet also. This is for the eyes and this for those bedwetting children. This is for thyroid, for throat, for tonsils, even from here. And you can press here also by applying some oil. Press here like this. This is for thyroid, for tonsils, those children who stammer, who stutter and speak. It's good for them too. We'll tell you a couple of pranayam also. You can practice them. Do this. This is for throat, for thyroid, for tonsils and for eyes. And this especially for children with urine problem. Those children whose concentration is not good, they should press this finger, this ring finger. Press the top portion. And thumb. Press on both the sides. So this is to increase your memory power, useful to increase concentration. We've explained acupressure points especially for children. And those children whose nose is running all the time, nose is always choked, sinus problem, all of them press this point, especially this second finger. This will open up your nose will not be choked, not running, and the phlegm that is flowing out of the nose, that will stop. This. And those who have hearing problems, so this is the point for ears. For eyes, we were telling you Anulom Vilom Pranayam. Inhale from left. Release from right. Your nostril is closed with your right thumb. Left nostril is closed with 2 of the fingers. Close with the thumb, this with 2 of the middle fingers. Like this. Inhale from left. Stop on left only. Start with left and end on left. Inhale with left. Mouth is closed. Inhale from left nostril and release. From right. Exhale completely. Inhale from right. Release from. left nostril. Like this pranayam. Children must do it every day for 5 to 10 minutes. If the eyesight is very weak, then have gooseberry powder, 1 teaspoon morning and evening. If you can't eat it as such, then mix it with sugar crystals. If the problem is too severe, then take Amal Ki Rasayan 200 grams, Saptamrit 20 grams, Mukta Sukti Basma 10 grams. Mix all of them and take 2 grams morning and evening with water. Eyesight will improve. This is especially for children, for their eye problems. And they can also take Mahatripaladhi Grit 1 spoon each with cow's milk. You won't have to wear spectacles at all. Those children who are very weak, they can take ashwagandha powder and also do pranayam. 2 grams morning evening with cow's milk. With this, those who are very thin and weak, their body will become healthier. Their body will gain more muscles. Those children who are extremely weak, very thin, for them, ashwagandha powder, and for eyesight, gooseberry powder is extremely good. See Anulom Vilom Pranayam. This you should do from 5 to 10 minutes. Inhale deeply, exhale deeply. Inhale from left, exhale from right. Inhale from right, exhale from left. Do it like this continuously. This will sharpen your memory. Eyesight will remain good. The ear flow will also stop. There will be no more problems of sleeplessness. Anger will be controlled. You won't get angry. And never in your life you'll have heart problem, BP problem, no nervous disorders. Kapalabhati, Anulom Vilom, if practiced alongside 10 minutes each, then even leukoderma also gets corrected. Do not eat salt with milk. Don't eat stale food. Do not eat papaya with milk. One gets skin disease if salt is taken with milk. Therefore, pay attention on your diet. You have to improve your eating habits. Avoid fried things. Avoid parathas also. You can eat butter with missi roti. Occasionally eat paratha, not every day. Because paratha spoils your stomach. Therefore, take care of your diet. This burger, pizza. Burger means house of destruction. Pizza means one that takes your health. And bread means stale, putrefied food. Cold drink means toilet cleaner. Chocolate means one that licks away the teeth. A lot of bad things we are eating. This body is not a dustbin. Put nice things inside. Take milk, clarified butter, dry fruits, sweets. Sweets made nicely, especially homemade, you can eat them. Then fruits. God has made so many of them for you to eat. Eat them. Your body will also remain healthy. There'll be no disease. Eat good things. By eating good things, your health will remain good, and this health will be very useful in your life. Taste remains only for 2 minutes in the mouth. After that, it's useless. Therefore, do Anulom Vilom Pranayam. This will keep the mind in balance and you will not feel like eating harmful foods. Anulom Vilom, 5 to 10 minutes. After that, Brahmari. With Anulom Vilom, your memory will improve. Your wisdom will increase. Your concentration power will improve. After that, do Brahmari Pranayam. That is also very essential to improve your memory. 4 fingers on your forehead, rest 3 fingers on your eyes. Ears will be closed with your thumb. Mouth also closed, 3 fingers on eyes, a slight pressure with your middle finger, 4 finger on the forehead. 3 times Brahmari Pranayam, make a sound of Omkar. Like this. Om means the Supreme Lord, one who is almighty, one who gives us respiration, gives us life, oxygen. Om, remembering God. He is the provider of this air, but it can't be seen. Like clarified butter can't be seen in milk. Like air, you can't see air. Like in our body, there's pain in the stomach, there's headache, you can't see the pain. Sorrow and happiness can't be seen. Hunger can't be seen. Thirst can't be seen. Similarly, the power that is omnipotent universally, it is called Om. Pronounce it like this in Brahmari Pranayam. In the form of sound, your memory will be sharpened. Mind will be quietened. Like this. In Brahmari Pranayam, you have to make a sound of Omkar through the nostrils. With this, the mind automatically becomes quiet. Then do Brahmari at least 3 times. Do sacred Udgit Pranayam at least 3 times. Then pronounce the sound of Om. Take a deep breath inside, then pronounce the sound of Om. Like this, do Udgit Pranayam every day. After this, while keeping your eyes closed, concentrate on the tip of your nose over here. Bring all your thoughts here and concentrate and watch the speed of respiration. The shape of the nose is made in the form of Omkar. Meditate on Om on the nose. Feel the touch of respiration. Mind will be quietened automatically. Then while raising both the hands, rub them together. Keep them on your eyes and open them. Now, these 7 pranayams should be done every day by children. Then, a few special pranayams for those children who are suffering from some particular disease. For example, thyroid problem of throat, height is not increasing. Then make them do Ujjayi pranayam. Thyroid will subside. All the water pranayams that we have told you, these will improve your thyroid, pituitary gland, pineal gland, the whole system. Even then, throat problem is severe, thyroid problem, cough, allergies, too much. You can do one more pranayam, Ujjayi. How? Do it like this. This is for throat, for thyroid, for children's height, for tonsils, for those children who stutter, who stammer. It is good for them too. For those who say loti, for roti, it is for them. Inhale like this. Inhale deeply like this. Tighten your throat. Then while closing the right nostril, release. Release it slowly. This pranayam is very good for throat. For those children who bleed from nose, they can do 2 more pranayams, Shitali Sitkari. If you feel too hot, perspire too much, or bleed from nose. Take your tongue out and with the sound of CC, inhale and hold it for some time. Inflate your chest. This will broaden your chest. If you hold it for some time, it is called Abhyantra Pranayam. Then release the breath through your nostrils. Release your breath, Rechak. When you have filled it, Purak. When you hold it, Kumbhak. So you develop Kumbhak also. This is Shitali Pranayam. Those children who bleed from nose, who feel very hot, who perspire a lot, they can do Sitkari also. Those who bleed from nose. Teeth closed, lips open, and tongue touching the upper portion of your mouth. Like this. And after holding it for some time, when you feel like releasing, then release it from nostrils. So we have told you these